Hello, Stampers! Danny Garola here with Stampin' the Pink Barn. You guys excited? I am. I have some fun cards for you guys tonight. Hello, Lorian. Hello, Mother. All right, gotta get some of these lights situated so we're not glaring off of everything. So we're going to be, as you can see, Caden is sitting in there. I have no co-host today or anybody here to watch Caden. Andre started at the new store, so he works late now. They're kind of just getting the swing of the people changing around from store to store. There's been a lot of, what's it called? Distribution, like moving different people to different stores, just trying to get everybody happy and in their own spot, and trying to move my husband where he's closer to home just in case there's any kind of emergencies and that kind of stuff. So they have to kind of get the hang of his new schedule. So she's gonna be kind of hanging out with us, so I'm not sure. She might be vocal at some point in time. Hello, Jamie. But it is what it is. I can't it's my life. So that's the way it's gonna be. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the USA, specifically Tucson, Arizona. So we are in the full swing of monsoons right now. It is totally monsoon season. The other day we got an advisory on our phones and our phones all went crazy, and it said a big dust storm would be swinging on in through Tucson. So I thought, you know, it's weird. I know Phoenix, they always get, like, it's called a Habib. And if you've ever been down here in the South and you've been through one of those, you might know exactly what I'm talking about. It's this big dust storm that comes over, makes very, very low visibility. They send out warnings on the news and everything, and they tell you to pull over, be safe, shut your lights off, don't put your feet on your brakes, because you don't want anybody to kind of pull off the side of the road and smash into you thinking that you're just slowing down. So that's kind of something that happened the other day. We had a big dust storm come through, and then they sent out a thing on the news saying that we had a tornado. What? In Arizona? We had a tornado 15 miles away north of us. So that was kind of strange. I don't know. I haven't checked the news lately to see if it did any actual damage or not. I mean, that just seems really crazy. But after the dust storm came, we had all these big winds come through, and my mom was calling me and asking me, oh my gosh, are you guys okay down there? Everything's still intact, because it ripped their covering off of their pool pump. So it got blowing really, really crazy up there at her house. It wasn't as bad down here as it was up at hers. And then downpours, like it was a straight, what do they call that? A flash flood. It just started downpouring, and it downpoured for at least a good 45 minutes to an hour. So our whole road was a river, because our dirt roads out here are washes as well. So we get the runoff from up at where my mom lives, runs off down to us. So we turn into a raging river down here. So I was calling my husband, and I was like, hello, Jamie. I was calling my husband, and I was like, you know, be careful coming home, because the roads, I can't, you know, I'm not driving out there, so I don't know how bad the roads are. So anyways, that's kind of what's going on around here. We had like 5 minutes of rain. What? That's crazy, because normally you guys, I recall I recall a speech therapy moment at Miss Sierra's house, and I almost floated away in my car. I did a really stupid thing. I learned a Tucson lesson that do not drive through those water rivers. I was completely, I had a, what was it? A Honda Odyssey minivan. And we went to speech therapy out at Sierra's house, and I thought the speech therapist had left, and I thought, well, God, if she can drive through it, I'm golden. Yeah, right. Little did I know, our speech therapist pulled up into somebody's driveway, and I didn't see her pull up in there. And I went to go through this raging river coming down the road, and all of a sudden the front end of my car like sunk down in this like ravine thing. Water came up over the top of my minivan, completely engulfing me in water. I'm like panicking because my daughter's in the back seat of the car with me. I don't know what to do, and I'm not a very good swimmer, just being honest. I hit the car in reverse super fast, which dipped the front end of the car down, and I just jammed backwards. I felt so cool at that moment. I was like an IndyCar driver. I was just stupid. So I learned my lesson, and my speech therapist is up on the side of the road, jumping up and down, going, "Stop! What are you doing?" Well, needless to say, my van made it. We made it. We all made it. But I did learn my Tucson moment right then and there. Do not drive through the flooding waters of Tucson, or any monsooning flooding waters. Just chill yourself out and just give it a minute. Like, it doesn't last very long. You can, what do they say? Stay alive, be safe. Or there's some kind of saying that they have down here in Tucson that tells us to stay the heck out of the water. But people every year, they have to do rescues because people think they're tough and in their big jacked up trucks and can go through it, and it still just pushes them right off the road. So that's that. Thank you guys all for joining me this Monday evening. I am so excited. I'm going to show you guys a Halloween card that I am making with one of the new Halloween goodies that I got on the pre-order. Let's see. Do you remember that, Sierra? Do you remember that story? Holy smokes, God, pretty crazy. So, if you guys could please share this video on your page, that would be amazing. I love seeing different people pop in and say hi and let me know where they're watching from. Also, if you're watching this on the replay or you're watching it from YouTube, you can also share it through those and share the replay. And also on YouTube, if you're watching from YouTube at a later date, hit that notification bell down at the corner here so you can get all the notifications of when I post a video. What else do I have to do? I have a couple of things that I need to go over with you guys before we get straight into stamping, but we, I think, are ready to flip you guys around and just get this darn thing started. Yep, because you're done hearing me. We walked down to see if you were safe. That's right, you and the kids walked down. Gosh, crazy things. I mean, you live and you learn, right? At least nothing bad came of that. I mean, because that, in all honesty, I laugh about it because I was such a ding-dong. But in all honesty, it could have been bad. I mean, it really could have. So, thank you, Jesus. We're all good. So, all right, let me get you guys flipped around. So hold on, don't get sick. Okay, can we see everything okay? I think we're all good here. Maybe I need to tip this thing down a little bit here so you can see the bottom of the table. All right. So our newest paper pumpkin that just started on, what was it, Saturday, or no, it started yesterday, Sunday, is called the Hope Box. Now this is created from our co-founder of Stampin' Up. Her name is Shelly. And she created this box. And the neat thing is she created the actual box to be a keepsake box as well. So it contains enough supplies to create 9 cards and coordinating envelopes. Comes with a classic Stampin' Spot, which is one of the small Stampin' Up. What are you doing, Kat? The little small Stampin' Up stamp pad. Let me see if I have one readily available here. I do. I have one out of this box here. So you will get your own ink pad. It also comes with designed to be a keepsake box to keep mementos and cherished memories or reminders of what's yet to come. So really kind of cool. They're saying that the colors that go with this box are Bermuda Bay, Blackberry Bliss, Bumblebee, Melon Mambo, Petal Pink, Pool Party, and Poppy Parade. Wow, gorgeous. And it kind of looks like, from this picture here, I'm kind of assuming it's going to be a butterfly theme. So if you're kind of into butterflies, this might be the kit for you. And I have the link above if you are interested in signing up for that. Oh, excuse me. Also, right now in the full swing of things, we have the Designer Series paper sale. So you're going to hear me refer to Designer Series paper to DSP. That's just how I say it because it's just a little bit easier when I'm rattling on about things. But we have 9 different papers on sale right now. Don't forget that we have our Tidings of Christmas for those of you that are getting ready to make your Christmas cards, or holiday cards, I might say, because it doesn't only have to be for Christmas. But your holiday cards, this is a great pack. It is a 6x6 pack. And where is mine at the moment? Oh, I don't even know where mine is right now. But that is, but I can show you the sampler of that. I do have that made. Let me just kind of quickly go through these. This is the Christmas paper that we have on sale. These are all 15% off, and it's only these 9 papers that we have on sale right now. The In Good Taste is a huge bundle. That's why it has such a big price difference, because you get, I believe it's like 48 pieces of 12 by 12 paper, and front and back are both designed. So the reason why I do my Designer Series paper samplers is so when I sit down to make a card, let me make sure the glare is not horrendous on here, which kind of is being not so nice to us. Cat! So I show, when I make these samplers, I do the front and back of each coordinating paper, just so I can see when I sit down to make a card, and say I know I want to make something with, say, cherry cobbler. I can sit down and go, okay, I know these papers all coordinate beautifully with cherry cobbler. I don't have to pull out my big pack of paper. I just have everything right here in front of me, ready to go. All right, so the Tidings of Christmas is on the 15% off sale, so that makes that $9.78 for that pack. We also have a Peach Designer Series paper that is also on sale for $9.78. These are the trying to get this light where you guys can try to see that better without having the horrible glare. So there's that one, all these beautiful colors, and it has quite a few of our colors that go with it. And again, then we have our Beauty of the Earth Designer Series paper. That one is also one that is on the sale for $9.78. You get all this. This is beautiful for fall cards. Maybe if I turn this light. Ooh, did that help? Was that good? Can we see? Are we still going here? All right. Then we have our hand penned Designer Series paper. Also beautiful colors that go with this. This is more of your pastels, but you have a lot of, oh look, I have a snot dot on there. Guess we don't need that, right? Our Sweet Symmetry is on there. Pansy Petals is on there. And In the Wild is in there. I'm just going to go through these quickly with you because, like I told you, we're going to get into, or wait a minute. You know what? What did I say? I said there was 9 of them. So we have Tidings of Christmas is on there. Peach is on there. Beauty of the Earth is on there, and you can download this PDF straight from the link that I put in the page. Yes, Hand Penned is on there. Sweet Symmetry is on there. Pansy Petals is on there. In the Wild and In Good Taste. This is that big huge pack that I was talking about. I'm pretty sure you get like 48 pieces of paper. It is a huge, that's why you can see I've got so many of these. Normally I only have, you know, the 12 piece, you know, side back and forth, so you get the 12 pieces. But this one, you can see I had to make my squares a little bit smaller because of the fact that you get so much paper with that. And the bloom where you're planted is also on there. All right, so pretty much our specialty papers are the only ones that are not on that. Where did I just put? Also, we have our kits collections that are fully going right now. What did I do with, I just had, oh my goodness. I tell you what, getting old and losing your marbles is not fun. Because I don't know what the heck I just did with those. But, oh well, we'll just go with it. Our kits collections, if you go straight over to my online store and type in kits, it will bring up all of the kits for you. They vary in price. There's 2 different prices because there's 2 different kinds of kits. You have one that has more of stamping and the one that doesn't have any stamping in it at all, and your sentiments are already put out for you. So you can just go ahead and put those just together, and then you have cards and everything. Okay, you guys, oh my goodness. So look at this super cute paper. This is coming up in the new mini catalog. I call it the holiday catalog. I know that's not what it is called. It is actually the July through December, but it got pushed a month ahead, so that's why July needs to be crossed off and put in August. I think on the back they actually fixed it where it says August 3rd through January 2022, so it goes through January 3rd. So if you ever want to know the dates to know if your catalog is still going, right back here on the back, it's little, you can see, hello Anna, you can see back here your dates. That's on the back side of the catalog. Okay, and then so the mini catalog, like I said, I am calling it our holiday catalog because it's got a lot of holiday, fall, winter kinds of things in it. But look at this Halloween paper. I think it is just adorable. Again, it's a bigger set because you're getting, you know, I have 8 here and you get 4 of each. So this is the front and the back, front and back. So the back side is all black and whites. And then the front side are these super fun Halloween colors. You've got your Flirty Flamingo, your Pumpkin Pie, Old Olive, Highland Heather, and black. So we're going to be using this paper today. Super cool. Also, the other thing that I wanted you guys to know, over on our Pink Barn Stampers group, I have put in the files our color cards, which you create these yourself. You can print them off and laminate them or choose however you do. I just put them on a binder ring. But say you want to sit down and you want to use a specific color. Say you bought some of those brights and you want to sit down and you want to use Granny Apple Green. So you can flip to, now of course I'm not going to be able to find Granny Apple Green, but I could flip, let me find it really quick, because since I said that color without even looking, I have them all in color coordination here. So those are all my yellows. Okay, so there's Granny Apple Green. Here's all my greens. So I can just flip to this and say, okay, oh, I can see that Night of Navy and Real Red are 2 colors that they think coordinate very well with the Granny Apple Green, or Balmy Blue and Highland Heather. So you can sit down with a color that you have in mind that you know somebody likes, you know, bright greens, or you want a bright card, and they give you some color ideas that kind of coordinate well with that color. Then I have done our in colors. So this is our 2023, our 2021, 2023 in colors, and then I have our 2022 in colors back there. So these I have on the Pink Barn Stampers group in the files section. You can go down and you can print those off. Okay. All right. So let's get started in I really wish I could figure out what I did with those papers that I just had in my hand. Ay. I swear sometimes I'm losing my mind. But, oh well. So those of you that are watching that are here locally, are you guys excited who signed up for our in-live class, in-person class? I'm excited. It is on Thursday down at our local VFW here. So I will be seeing you guys on Thursday. All right, so for this first card, I am going to be using my Stamparatus, which I don't use very often, but for this set, the way I want to do it, I need my Stamparatus for it. So the Stamparatus comes with 2 of these plates, so one can clip in here, like, see this just comes right out of here and it can clip over here, and then you can go this way, or you can put, because it comes with 2 of these, you can put one here and one here and stamp 2 different stamps at the same time. Okay? But for today, I need that there. And where did I put my... Okay, so we have a piece of Bermuda Bay, which is 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. That is going to be our card base. I have a 1/4 of an inch smaller, which is 4 by 5 1/4 for our layered piece here. Then I'm going to take, this is a new set that I just got the other day. It's called Biggest Wish, and I love the font and how big these are. These are photopolymer. So these are big, bold words, along with kind of that scripty words as well. So I am going to take Happy right here. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to place my paper. Now, let me tell you one thing about a Stamparatus. With the Stamparatus, you really want to be careful that you don't get these 2 magnets stuck together, because holy Hannah, they are evil when they get stuck together. They're like the evil stepsisters. They are so magnetic-y, or if that's even a word, but I just made it one. But they are hard as heck to get apart. They are like stuck like Chuck, I'm telling you. I could be very gross with that, but I will keep my comments to myself. All right, I'm going to put this stamp. I'm going to stand up so I can see what I'm doing here. Can you guys see? Are you guys in frame? I need to move this down a little bit. Okay. I'm going to center this as best as I can. Then, once I know that that's centered, I'm going to bring, well, actually I want that up just a hair more because I want to kind of have it at the very top of my paper. And these stamps are sticky, so they're going to keep sticking to my hands. So I need to be just done with it and quit playing. All right, now that is stuck, I need to make sure my page. Now I lined this up on this line right here with my magnets in place, so I make sure this paper stays, because once I get ink on it, it won't be as sticky as it just was. So I'm going to come in with Bermuda Bay first and ink that stamp up and try to go as flat and as straight as possible on that stamp, so I'm not getting ink all over this. I mean, if you do, you just take a baby wipe and you just clean it off. And then I'm going to put that down, and I'm going to apply pressure to make sure my ink is and my stamp is making contact with my basic white paper there. So that was Bermuda Bay on the first one. And then you can simply just grab your chamois and just wipe that off. Then I'm going to grab Granny Apple Green, because that's kind of my color of choice right now. I'm really digging Granny Apple Green. And then I'm going to, I should have did this first, but I'm going to pull that up and move it into the next chamber down. You following me? Now I'm going to stamp that. Okay, look at that. it's straight and perfect every time you do it, because that's what the Stamparatus is for. It's taking the hard work of lining everything up just right out of the window for you. Now I'm going to take Coastal Cabana, but before I do that, I'm going to move this down one more into the next chamber down. Coastal Cabana. So can you see my theme here? I'm sticking with blues and greens. Then I'm going to put that down. All right, then I'm going to clean that off again, close this stamp pad before I do something like that and stick my finger in it, because I'm well known for doing that. Then we're gonna do some soft sea foam and move this another chamber down. Okay. Then clean it one more time and move it down. Then come in with Pool Party. So don't forget to like, comment, or share to win cards that I am making today. Like I said, you guys can share it even on the replay and it still puts you guys into the giveaway, into the drawing. All right, so there's that, and there's the colors that I've used. So how cool is that? How it has that trickling down effect. See, I should have probably moved that happy up just a hair more, but I didn't, and it still works. I'm okay with that. Okay, then I'm going to take, the stamp set is right here. I'm going to take the word birthday. This is a really simple card, and you can do it in multiple different colors, because how neat and quick was that to just be able to slam a bunch of these out. It would be beautiful in some pinks, and I should have made a couple up before coming on, but I was too busy having fun with my Halloween cards. Okay, that's going to be a little sticky because I haven't put any ink on that. Now I'm going to come in with Memento Tuxedo Black. Thank you for sharing, Arliss. Okay, so see how some of that didn't get inked up? It's because this is going to arch because of the fact that I didn't have anything like hard to place underneath it. So all I need to do is just place like a stamp case underneath that to hold that. Now watch. Okay, I'm gonna kind of wipe some of that ink off because I want to show you guys something. Okay, now when I go to stamp this, I'm gonna show you another awesome thing about a Stamparatus. Okay, that is not a crisp black image that I want, but because the Stamparatus is gonna get it perfect every time, because I didn't move my stamp and I didn't move my paper, I can just simply re-ink that stamp and come back in, and it is going to be perfect every single time and line up exactly where I need it, as long as I don't move this and I don't move my paper. Now that's the crisp look that I was going for. Oh, before I get any further, because I forgot to do winner, winner, chicken dinner of last week's cards. Miss Frida, are you on here? I know you normally pop in here. Miss Frida Alsep, if you're on here, she is from Portland, Oregon. You are the winner of last week's cards. Let me get those out. I got ink on the back of my stamp. Go figure how I did that, but leave it to me if it's gonna happen. All right, so that's that. All right, now this card is ready, or this base or layer is ready to just go right on the front of my card. Now see, I'm gonna set that Stamparatus on my garbage can, and because I'm a little flighty, I'm going to turn around and it's going to be in my garbage can, and I have to hope to God that I don't lose it in there and throw something on top of it. All right, that's just going to go right on the front of my card, and we're going to call that Gravy because it is beautiful as a standalone card, and because we've got 2 other cards to make. All right, isn't that beautiful? Just really neat. And put some rhinestone or some maybe, ooh, yes, I like that. And I never use these things. I have them sitting here on the top just so I could be like, okay, girl, you need to pull some of those out and use them. Okay, I'm gonna come in with a big one also. And another small one, just like that, minus the little fuzz that got in there. Isn't that so cute? I just love how that turned out. Okay, so that was our first card. Oh, let me show you the cards, Frida, if you are watching. So we have that magenta, or no, that was not magenta. That was Melon Mambo Turtle. We have the inked in Expressions in Ink, along with that shimmer vellum. And then we have this one here, which is from the Color and Contour, I believe. I think that's the stamp set that's from, along with that hand pen paper with some mint macaron. So you can decide what you want and then let me know. So you have happy birthday, let's celebrate you, and life is better. Okay, I didn't put anything on the inside of that just to make sure. Oh, okay, I did happy birthday on the inside of that one. I don't think I did it on camera, but I think I took the pictures of it for the blog. And then this one flips up like this, and I also left the inside of that one blank. Just so you can see the insides too, so you know what you're getting. Okay, so you pick what card you want and you let me know. All right, so we just used the Biggest Wish. Okay, now on to the next card. And I'm gonna save the Halloween one for the end, so you guys have to stick around and watch. All right, this second card that we're making uses a thick basic white card base. And this is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So that is our card base. We are going to make our own designer series paper for this next card, because there used to be a designer series paper that went with this set, but they did away with it in the new catalog. So I'm going to make my own this time. So we are using the sweet strawberries along with the strawberry builder punch. So you can, you know what I've seen a lot of people do is they flip this strawberry over like this and they punch it out upside down and they make what are they called? Pears. How about the vellum one? All right, perfect. The vellum one, let me pull that out of here. That one, beautiful choice. Okay, so if you turn this thing over, you can make this into a pear if you want. If you have like a sentiment that says something about pears, that would be really, really cute. Like, we are a great pear or something. I don't know. All right, so our card base is there. Then we need a piece of Poppy Parade, which is 5 1/4 by 4. That's going to be our first layer on there. Then we need a piece that is basic white, which is 5 by 3 3/4. That's going to be our next layer. Then we need a piece of old olive, which is 5 by 1.5. And we are going to wind up putting this through the Tasteful Textiles 3D embossing folder. Okay, and by the magic of the camera, we've already got that done for you. Then we are going to need, where did I put those? Our layering circles, or if you have a punch, whatever works. I decided to use, I used the, what is this? The 1, 2, 3, 4, no, fifth. The fifth red scallop, okay, to punch that out. And what you could do, if you don't want to use an extra piece of paper, since we're covering up this, you could actually punch that right out of the center of this because it's getting covered with your white paper and nobody would even know. So those are kind of little tips and tricks that kind of work. All right, then we're using, since we use the fourth one on that, then we use the 1, 2, 3, fourth, 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth one. So 5 and 5, that's right. So the fifth and fifth one we used of the plain circle. Now this, as you can see, with some of the old Stampin' Up! Layering circles that they had, there was a much like bigger layer behind. They've done it a little bit more subtle now. So if you don't like that major pop of color, you have just this little bit behind here. You could go, you know, up a, well, not that one. You could go up a step if you want that white to have more predominant poppy parade behind it. But I just like that little bit of subtleness because of the stamping that we're going to do on this piece. Okay, so there's that. Okay, then we're going to need another piece of poppy parade, which is 3/4 wide by 3 1/2 long. Okay, that we're going to set aside because we're going to stamp on this piece here because we're going to make our designer series paper on our own. Okay, so you're going to need your Memento ink because we are going to use our Stampin' blends to, where the heck is my block? We're going to use our Stampin' blends to color in and make our DSP. All right, so I'm going to grab this leaf, this image right here, and put that on there. Then I need my berry. So I need the solid and the not so solid, the one that has the little seeds. Okay, we'll set those aside. And then what else? Oh, I need the little greenery. Okay, there's that. And then, oh, I am gonna need that little flower. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is, sitting right in front of me. Then we're gonna need this little, no, that's not the flower that I want. Ah, there it is. I want the hollow one, not the imaged part. Okay, and then I'm gonna put that on there. Okay, we've got those. We're going to need this as well, but I'm just gonna stick it on there because we don't need it right at the moment. All right, so I'm gonna move this set out of the way. I'm gonna Memento ink this up. Can you guys see? Am I in frame? I gotta keep checking to make sure I'm still where I need to be. Now let me grab my foam piece here. And I'm just gonna kind of come in here like this. That. Thank you for whoever is throwing those thumbs up. That helps with the algorithm of Facebook Live. Okay, and then, is the cat bugging you, girl? Then I'm going to kind of just take this, and you're not really going to see this, but just in case, because of this part up here, I'm going to do that. Okay, Now that that's done, I know I left this blank because when we take our piece here, this is gonna go down right here. So see why I kind of stuck over here on the side? Because I knew this was gonna cover something. Okay, but one thing I don't like is I don't like all this open space. So I'm just gonna kind of come in here with this leaf and just kind of add a little bit of something to that because I don't like it being, there we go, perfect. That's what I needed. I needed to fill in that white space because it almost seems like dead space and I'm just not a fan of that. All right, so now that that's done, I'm going to come in with So Saffron, the light and the dark, and my Old Olive light and dark, and just kind of come in with my light and just fill in these leaves. So do you guys ever wonder, hey, I wish I could like save some money on my Stampin' Up stuff? So let me tell you, if you guys join my team, which you by no means have to make this a business at all. You can be what we call a happy shopper or a discount shopper. So if you're spending, you know, $300 or more in a quarter, which is every 3 months, you might want to think about becoming a demonstrator. And like I said, not to do it as a business, but to just save yourself some money because you're going to get a discount on all your product. And joining my team is pretty awesome on top of that because we do some fun giveaways. My team leader is amazing. And because you're under me, you would still get the benefits of what she throws out there too. And she's the one that I was telling you guys just hit her $1 million in sales. So that lets you know that she's kind of big in the Stampin' Up world. I just wanted to do that before that completely dries and then it wouldn't blend in with that lighter green that I just put on there. I think my daughter's show just stopped. I think I might have to go check it because otherwise she's going to start yelling at me. Normally it's on autoplay, but for some reason, some of these Fire Sticks just do not want to keep continuing playing things. All right, I'm gonna try to do this somewhat quickly so you guys didn't come here to just watch me color. But it is how you make your own designer series paper is by, you know, adding stamped images. Let me go check her TV really quick. Good thing she's close. All right, hold on just 2 seconds. What happened, baby girl? Did it stop? Why did it stop? It shouldn't have stopped. Okay, there you go. I started again. All right, sorry guys. Okay. So we're just going to do this kind of quickly here. My daughter is, as you can hear in the background, I have to keep talking because I know Facebook doesn't like having noises in the background or anything for copyright reasons, but I thought I had her TV turned down enough that you guys wouldn't hear anything, especially when it's singing like the theme song right now. I have to be very, very careful that I make sure I'm louder than the theme. All right, so there's all the green. Did I get all the green? Right? Yep. Okay, now I'm just gonna come in with this dark, and what I do with the dark is I kind of just go over the veins of the leaf to make it look a little bit more, you know, realistic, because it's just how I roll. Oh, and before we're done tonight, I'm gonna show you guys a sneak peek of that card that I was telling you guys about. If you guys watched the replay, or if you jumped on Saturday and you guys saw me go through all of our new product that we just got on our pre-order. Oh, that's another perk on being on my team and being a demonstrator, is you get to order product before it goes live to the general public. So that's kind of another thing, because then it gives you another full month of ordering product. So kind of a thing to think about. Are we getting, okay. And if in the future you decide to make it a business, then you're already, you know, ahead of the game because you already know the product. Well, being a customer, you already know the product because that's why you're a customer, right? All right, then I'm going to take my light and dark, and for this card, I'm going to take the dark and put in the center, kind of like, you know, the insides of your flowers are a little bit darker. I mean, some flowers are lighter, but I decided to do it this way. I'm just gonna throw a little bit of color in the centers of these flowers, then grab my light and go over the whole thing. And then that helps blend some of that darkness of the inside of the flower out, so it's not so crazy drastic. Oh my gosh, my Great Dane in there. He is such a clingy dog. I think it's just a Great Dane thing. I know you guys are probably used to hearing him bark by now, because he has this thing where if he's inside of the room by himself, which he's in the living room, my son's out there, but he's kind of attached to me more than he is anybody. We bought him to be a service dog for Caden, and in the middle of doing his training, COVID hit. So now I have this big ginormica dog that is like not trained. And I mean, he knows his basics, like to sit and to stay and to, you know, get off of things and to not pee on things, unless he comes out in the living room and he gets excited and sees the guinea pigs, because these guinea pigs are running around in this cage, and he gets all excited, and then he'll stand and he'll dribble a little bit. He doesn't like full on pee, but it's still enough to annoy me, because I don't deal with peeing in my house of any animal. Okay. All right, so then I'm going to take my, what is this? My Old Olive. I forgot my train of thought there. And I'm going to only put glue. Actually, I'm just going to put glue on here, because then I know I'm not going to mess anything up. I'm just going to go around the outside edges and then up here towards the top, because I'm going to put those circles down here, my layering circles. So I want to make sure I have a pocket in here that I can put those into. So there's that. There's our card. Then I'm going to take these two layers and just stick them together. So see how there's just a hint of that color behind there? I love it. Okay, there's that. And then let's see where we're gonna put this. So see how I made that little pocket behind there? Now once I glue this down to the inside of there, nothing will move. So don't fret that, what is she doing? She's not gonna glue that down? I just wanna get my placement right at the moment. So I have a scrap. Oh, that's not the white that I wanted. I need basic white, and that was shimmer white. Not that it really matters, but I want basic white, not shimmer, because I don't need my strawberries to shimmer. Not that they couldn't, but I just don't want mine to. Then I'm gonna grab my Poppy Parade. Oof, that was a wretched sound. And then my basic black, and I'm going to watch and see if I put this in there. So I need to stamp it exactly the way that it is facing me. Okay, and then the next one, I'm gonna move it over a hair just so I don't get any of those flowers cut out The flowers that are on here, you have to watch your punch, and I'll show you what I mean by that in just a second. All right, and then I'm gonna use my Poppy Parade. Now this stamp, can you see where it's got more defined look there? That's where ink is not being picked up. So you actually, when you stamp this, it looks like it has dimension like a real strawberry would. See how it looks like it's whited out right there? That's because that part of the stamp does not pick up ink. Beautiful, right? Genius. All right, so then I need to stamp. Let me see how, if I do this so I don't wind up ruining. All right, so we're gonna do it like this. I'm gonna stamp 2 of these. But if I put this paper in like this, okay, I need those facing down. So see, you gotta watch your orientation of how things get punched out of your punches. All right, now I'm gonna take that one off and stick it over here on the chamois. And then now I'm gonna grab the inside part along with the old olive. Didn't I have old, no, I didn't have old olive out. I had Granny Apple Green out for that last card. All right, so I'm gonna take the center piece here. Now I could have came in with the old olive pens and marked those as well. Same difference. But I just figured I'm here, I'm punching things out anyways. So then I need, what else do I need? I need one of these little flowers. So I'm gonna close this because we're good with that. And then, where did it, okay, I need my memento. Just look over here to make sure you guys aren't commenting and I'm missing things. Okay, and then I'm just gonna put, oh, that flower got a little too low down there where it wouldn't give me enough space. All right, so that's good. Then I'm gonna do the same thing with coloring of the inside of this flower. Okay. Now I'm going to do those berries first. Ugh. Okay, see that little flower right there? Wow, that got really close to. See how I said that it cuts everything else out? So what do I need? I need, oh, wait a minute. I don't need any of those, but those could still be used, maybe. I need 2 strawberries. I need to use this little flower here. And this flower can be punched at any rotation of this stamp because it stamps all the same sides no matter what. Okay, there's that. Where did my flower go? Oh, there it is. Okay, then we need to put this in here and stamp that leafy green out. Okay, there's one. And then let's do the last one. Okay. Where'd it go? Oh, there they are. It blended in with the other one. Okay, so all these scraps are done now. All right, so now we have both of our little greeneries, our flowers. Then we have this piece, which I said we're going to stamp on. So I'm gonna make this a thank you card. Where did I put my stamp set? Is it sitting right in front of me? Am I just, oh, it's up here. That's right. Let me get this little stem put away so I don't lose it. Okay. All right. And what did I say? We're going to use the thank you. Or we could put happy birthday, hello there. Those aren't, that's too wide for that. I'm just going to stick with the thank you. Just cuz. Ah, get off of there. Is it gonna work on there? Ooh, beautiful. All right. Then I'm gonna take thank you and put it right. I'm gonna stick more to the left side of this because we're gonna kind of, the way we're gonna put this on here, you need it more angled over here. Okay, beautiful, right in the middle, right where I needed it. That doesn't happen very often. All right, so now that we have these pieces, let's get the greens put on the top of our strawberry. Just like that, put his little hat on him. Same with this, put the little hat on the strawberry. You guys are being awfully quiet. You're not talking to me. What's the matter? Am I frozen? No comments? Or did I freeze up over here? Because God only knows that happens. Let me see if I can find myself again. Come on, thing. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this right onto this Poppy Parade. Thank you. Thank you guys for letting me know that I wasn't frozen. You guys are just being quiet today. That's okay. I do enough talking for all of us, right? Okay. All right, so this is gonna go along the bottom down here. It's gonna bump up to my white piece, my basic white. Then these are gonna get popped up here, but see, that's why I put that wording to the side. This one's gonna come right in between the thank and you. Then this little flower is gonna come right down here. Cute, right? Okay, so I think I like that. So we know we can keep that where it is. Hey, Lorian, since you're on here, how are you feeling, my dear? I need to call you again. Okay, we're gonna pop this up on dimensionals. I'm going to turn this like this so I can see the white piece here, and then make sure when I lay that down it just goes just like that. Then that strawberry needs a dimensional. Okay, that's going to go right there. Then we need another one. This one's going to go this way. You know what, I'm going to put a smaller one up towards the top since more of that is going to be setting. I should probably do the same thing. Well, no, that one's good. Okay, we're going to put this one here, coming off the side of that circle. And then this one is going to get glued right to that red, the Poppy Parade. So I only put glue just on that top half of that. Oh, I need a drink. Hold on. Okay. Then, what else I need? Ooh, you know what? That does need a little one underneath it. That's gonna bug. I'm doing better. I only hate the oxygen. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I always tell everybody, you know, that I do know people who have, when they kind of think that the COVID thing is a joke, I'm like, no, I mean, I really know somebody who has really been affected by it badly, because, you know, you can hear things on TV, but until you know somebody personally who has really been affected by it badly, it kind of hits home when you know, have a friend get pretty ill. Okay, then I used some of the holiday rhinestones because I love these things. I love that you get the 5 different colors in one. Let me grab my take a pick. Get the little goopies. I'm actually gonna take that off and run some more up. Okay, now I twisted it, and once I see it start kind of like slowly pushing up, then I go back and I turn it back the other way, because I don't want it to keep pushing that blue stuff out, because it's just not necessary to keep having it goop out of there. All right, I'm gonna take a big one of these yellow, and then a small, put that there, and then take another small one and put it right in the middle of that little flower. Okay, we're done with those. All right, let's get this glued onto here. I'm getting low on glue. I have an order in. It's supposed to be here on, what, tomorrow? No, Wednesday. And I'm going, please be here on Wednesday, because my class is on Thursday, and I wouldn't wish this. Oh, that's what I had told people, because of not having any, still to this day, having my sense of smell and my sense of taste. And like I've been telling people, I have this thing called Coveted Tongue. Most people have not heard of it, and they kind of think, oh, whatever, you're just making things up. But it's really a thing. I looked it up because I was like, why does my tongue always feel spicy? Like, my tongue feels like it is, like I just got done eating spicy food. Well, anybody who knows me knows that I don't eat spicy foods because I can't handle it. Because it gives me heartburn. Not because I can't handle the taste of it, but my tongue always feels like I have eaten some Tabasco or gotten into salsa. And we were at the restaurant the other day for my son's birthday, and oh, is Patty on? I haven't seen Patty pop in yet. The other day we were sitting at the restaurant. I forgot to watch the clock. Oh, hello, Patty. And so I was sitting at the restaurant, and I was talking to my son's girlfriend, and I was telling her, I said, I go, because she works kind of in the medical field, and I was asking her, I said, I go, have you ever heard of Coveted Tongue? She goes, oh, absolutely. She goes, when I had COVID, she goes, I had to suck on a like a cough drop because my tongue felt spicy too. I was like, wow, I'm so glad that I'm not the only one thinking that I'm like making things up here, because you know how people get on their things. But yeah, it's really weird. Okay, I'm just gonna put some of these away so we can make that super stinking cute. And you guys are gonna love the fun fold that I did for this Halloween card. All right, a couple more. Oh my gosh, Kaden is being so good, you guys. You don't even know. She is like sitting back there so quietly and just laying on the floor because she fell off the couch. It's just one of those small couches that sit at the foot of my bed. So this piece here is, again, 3/4, the same as this one. It's just the rest of this long piece that I took. And it is going to be cut down to, what was this? 4 1/4. Okay, like that. And then I had some extra of that when I made my other sheet of DSP. Now that's just gonna get put right in the inside of that. I made an extra length of it when I made the first card, because I always have to make a card first, like before on camera, because God knows I can't wing things for nothing. If I try to wing it, we'd be here all night long. So be happy that I care enough about you guys to do it before I get on camera and make a hot mess of myself. Because there's some people who can get on there and do their videos on the fly. Oh, honey, it is not me. I have to be organized. I have to have things written out. I have to have notes. I have to have my dummy card sitting over here so I can look and make sure I do it exactly the way I want it. All right, where did I put my snips? So don't think that I'm like creative on the fly. Okay, so there's the inside of our card. So that we put thank you on the outside. So I can even come in and put that was so sweet of you. That would be super cute in the inside. But I might do that later because I want to get to this Halloween card, but it's at least done like that. All right, so that's card number 2, the cute strawberries. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way really quick. So take a drink. Hopefully you guys brought your drinks while you're sitting here, or take a bite. Maybe it's dinner time for you guys. Okay, so this is 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. Okay, let me get my notes again. Notes. Hold on. Let me get my notes out so I make sure I give you guys all the right dimensions and ingredients and recipes. Okay, I'm going to set my card up over there so I can see what I'm doing. All right, so 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. That's just gonna get, and remember, because this is a hot dog style card, you always want to make sure you do your scoring. Now if it's a card like this, well, not for this one, so because of the fact that this is thick white, basic white, you want to make sure you score it as well. But if you're using any of our other cardstock, because this runs with the grain, this is a hamburger style card, you can actually press this and make it stay down, and it works just fine if you just crease it that way. Where is my bone folder? Oh, there it is. Okay, so we're gonna bone fold that after I make it straight, because it's not the straightest at the moment. So give me 2 seconds to fix that, because that's gonna drive me bananas. OCD be real. Okay, there we go. Then our second piece is basic black, and this is 4 by 10 1/4, and we are going to score this piece at 2 1/2, 2 1/2, and 5. Okay. Now this is gonna get folded like this, upwards, and then this is gonna get folded downwards. Okay. See that? And then it's gonna sit like that, plus be able to open in the inside. How cool is that, right? Isn't that so neat? Yeah, it is kind of a cardstock eater card, but I love the way this card looks. So let's get the rest of this card done, and I'll show you the other one that I made as well, because it is super stinking cute also. I did it using just different of that DSP. I did it just using a different design. So we are using this cute little cats and pumpkins. This piece is 5 by 3 3/4, and it's gonna go right there. So let's get that layered on there, and look at the back of that. Isn't that so cool? Well, my comments aren't working on here, so I'll just keep standing up and looking in the camera. Then we're going to need 2 pieces at 2 1/4 by 3 3/4. And 1 piece is gonna go there and 1 piece is gonna go here. Now, let me tell you something really quick, because if it goes directional like this, if I was gonna cut these down and have these go here, I'm gonna want them both facing this way. Even though it sits up like this, it's gonna look upside down in this piece. But when your card is standing and if they go to fold this out, you want it to be directional towards them. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Now look at the back side of this paper. Those little polka dots are so cute also. I love me some Halloween paper, I tell you what. Did you guys see that card that I made the other day? The one that, where did I put it? I don't even know where the heck I put it. I made a Halloween card the other day and I posted it. Yep, I don't know where it is. It's somewhere around here. My card has got a plethora of cards, so Lord only knows where I stuck that sucker. But I made a little scenery where there's like a mount. Oh, here it is. I made this using this same set. I used the Frightfully Cute stamp set. It is red rubber. See, I've cut out some extra trees and another piece of ground there. But it's red rubber. You get 14 set stamps in that. And then here's this super cute dies, which on the card that I made last night, just like this one, I used this spider web and I'll show it to you. So you can get as fancy with this card or as simple as with this card. But these dies are amazing and I love this little Halloween set. But there's the other one that I made. And you could even cut out these little stars. They give you these stars. So I made kind of like a midnight Halloween scenery. All right, so there is that. Pieces falling places. And then we're going to take this and put it on here. But before I do that, I'm going to take my gingham ribbon and I'm going to kind of eyeball lengthwise and then cut that off and then bring this around the back, because you guys know how wonderful I am at making bows. Oh, see, good thing I flipped that over. That was twisted. That would have looked goofy as all get up. Okay, there is that. Now I'm gonna grab my bow jig so I can make myself a bow here, because God only knows I have to have my bow jig to make bows, otherwise it would be a hot mess. And I'm gonna make a double bow this time, just cause. Okay, then I'm gonna cut that, cut this. Let go. See, we have a double bow. Pretty cute, huh? I love this ribbon. This ribbon is also in the holiday mini catalog. It is called the gingham ribbon. It's in your basic black and basic white. Okay, get that out of the way. Now I need a snot dot. Where did I put them? Okay, I'm gonna take one of these and just kind of roll it up on here. Okay, there's that. Now, because I have that done on the back of that, I can go ahead and glue this, adhere it, glue it, tear and tape it, however you want to put it on the back of this card. I'm going to fold this up so I can see the bottom. And then this, you're going to, just like a normal card base, card layer, you're going to make it where you have a 1/4 of an inch going all the way around. Okay, just like that. Then, because you still have a full card in the inside, this is where you would put your extra piece of DSP, put your white down, and put a card, your sentiment and stuff in the inside. But I'm going to put one little sentiment on the outside here. This piece right here is also from this die inside of this set, which I think is just adorable. And because we have candy on the front of this, and this almost looks like, you know, when the kids carry their little treat bags around, it almost looks like a treat bag. I think I'm going to say which way to the candy. Either that or the less tricking, more treating. Actually, I'm going to do the less tricking, more treating because I like that bolder look on it. I am actually, for the first time on film, using for you guys the Whisper White Craft ink pad. I love the way this looks on Halloween cards. That's probably why you guys haven't seen me really use it that often. But it's kind of got that chalk look to it. If you don't want to go as far as using your white embossing powder, this does kind of that same look. See how beautiful and white that is? I'm going to stand up so I make sure I get this straight on here because it could be a hot mess if I don't. Ah, look at that! Isn't that stunning? And it looks like I put white embossing powder on there, but it wasn't. It's just a plain right down Stampin' some ink. All right, I have to give that a couple seconds to dry. Thank goodness I have my fan on over here. But while that is drying a minute, I'm going to put some of this stuff away and tell you guys about my host code going on right now. This is my July host code. So if you place an order under $150, which you're going to want to grab yourself some of that DSP that's on sale right now, use this host code. It helps me tremendously to bring you guys all these products and be able to do my giveaways. And also, oh, now I just completely lost my train of thought. If your order is over $150, do not use my host code. Stampin' Up! Is going to give you some rewards. I want you to have those. That's how you can get those host items out of the catalog. When you're looking at the back of the catalog, I know a lot of people kind of overlook the host items, which if your order is over $150, don't forget that that $150 just made you a hostess. So you can purchase any of these items once you hit your $150. Otherwise, you cannot get these items if your order is under $150. So just know that if you've been looking at this huge pack of paper, which you get 48 sheets in, they're double-sided. The whole back sides are all in black and white, and then the front sides are beautiful, bright colors. Here it is right here. It is a beautiful, huge pack that goes with so many things because you've got so many different colors. The way to get that is have either you and a friend go together and place a $150 order, or have yourself a little Christmas in July and get yourself some of that other DSP too. And then you've got these 3 stamp sets that are on that as well right now in the hostess. So that's that. All right, this here, I'm now gonna take this and I'm gonna put it where the top of that is kind of hanging over just a skosh. So myself, I don't really send out Halloween cards all that often, but I love to have Halloween cards on display in, you know, my office here, in my daughter's room office, so we can all enjoy them and see them for Halloween. Because come on, look at that little cutie right there. Isn't that adorable? Now I can go as far as putting, like I said, stamping this out and putting it here in the corner like I did on the other card, and let me show you that one. And I also used this framelit here and put another saying here, but I just want to show you guys basically the fold of this card, because I think that is such a neat card, and you're not limited to using Halloween. You can do this in so many colors. The card that I actually am casing this off of was used with that Party Patterns paper. It was used with this paper here. So, another good thing to have this paper for. Here's the other one that I made the other day, or last night. I made this one. See where I put that spider web there? And then I put the little saying, Happy Halloween to you, down below. And see how I got this little crooked, but who cares? Who's gonna tell? But I put that there with the little saying below it. And then it stands just like that. So cute, right? Are you guys in frame, or do I have it way too far away? So yeah, so it would just stand just like that on somebody's table. Super cute, right? So that is our card. I will go ahead and put a card base in the inside of that, or a white piece inside of that. And I might put that other saying inside of that that says, which way to the candy? Because that kind of goes well with less tricky, more treating. Or you're so sweet, it's scary. I don't know, I'll surprise you. All right, so those are our cards for today. Let me bring those 3 back. I'm sorry I am out of envelopes. Those are supposed to be here on Thursday as well. I put my kits together for Thursday's party, and I used all my envelopes for it. So I was like, oh my gosh, I have to put it on a quick, get my order put in for more envelopes, because I still need more envelopes for my kits for Thursday, and I need envelopes for these when I send them out to you with whoever wins next week. So make sure you like, share, comment. That puts you in the drawing for these. So, and also just know, tomorrow over on the blog, I will have all the ingredients, the recipe, everything, how to put these cards together. It takes me some time tonight to take all the photos and to get everything written up on the blog. And then I have to also upload this video from tonight over onto YouTube. So if you're watching this from YouTube, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. Also, when you're over on my blog, which is stampinthepinkbarn.blogspot.com, getting all the still pictures and everything from these cards, you can hit that subscribe to newsletter, which is excellent because then you keep informed on all the awesomeness and discounts and upcoming products that Stampin' Up! Is going to share with you guys, so you don't miss out on any promotions and stuff. All right, you guys, I hope you guys had an excellent weekend. I hope you guys enjoyed these cards, and I hope if you guys make some of these cards that you guys share them on the Pink Barn Stampers group. Let me give you guys a sneak peek of that card that I am going to come in sometime this week. I don't have a specific day or time since I've got a lot of stuff coming up this week. The boy goes back to school August 2nd, so I have to go enroll him. So I'm not sure, but at some point in time, and if you don't catch me on the live, just know that you can always watch the replay. But let me show you this card that I'm going to teach you guys how to make, because, oh, it is so cute. Okay, this is the card. See how it lays perfectly flat? So I think, I'm not sure what kind of, an A6 maybe? Would it fit in an A6? No. So you're going to have to find an envelope for this to fit in. And I'm not sure if I have one big enough, but you can also scale it down a little bit if you choose. But this would be a card that I would more hand to someone versus, because it is kind of bulky and thick, it's going to probably cost you a little bit more if you try to ship it out. But watch what this card does. Ah, Is that not so neat? So facing it towards you guys so you can see it on camera, that's how it sits. And then every time you turn it, it's got something a little bit different on there. See, I put the little spider web in the spider, and then I did the witch in the moon. So isn't that cool? And then happy Halloween to you, which way to the candy. And then it just lays flat. So are you guys excited? You guys are gonna have to watch for this. And as complex as it looks, I'm gonna tell you a secret. It's super stinking easy. It's kind of a cardstock eater. I will give you that, you know, disclaimer. It does use kind of a lot of paper, but then again, so does this little cutie here. But it's kind of one of those cards that is kind of a must make because it's just too cute to not replicate. So yeah, I will be making this card, and I'm also going to be showing you it in a different paper because now that I've done my little Halloween one, I'm going to do more of a Christmas kind of theme, holiday theme. All right, so I hope you guys enjoy your week. Watch for me to pop on live at some point in time. So have an awesome one. Bye, you guys.